see, I used to preach and I used to be on fire in those days than I am today. But I tell you something, I'm wiser today than then. So you can have fire as a young preacher and think because you have fire and you can move the congregation, you are better than you are joking. You say, how do you know that? Do you remember why God was angry with David? There was a man by the name of Uriah the Hittite. Uriah was not a Jew or Hebrew. He was a Gentile. And David, through Ahithophel, put him in charge of his personal security. Then David cast his eyes on Uriah's wife, who was Ahithophel's granddaughter. Ahithophel's granddaughter. And watch this. When David saw that his heart went for Ahithophel's granddaughter, he decided to kill Uriah. See how he killed Uriah. Very, very sad. He wanted to cover his sin. He couldn't do it. So he said, Uriah, take this letter to the battlefield. Give it to Joab. And in the letter, this was the instruction. Set Uriah before the front line of the battle where the heat is, and pull the troops back from him and leave him alone. That was how Uriah died. And that was why God was angry with David. You know why? Because David knew the strength of Uriah, that Uriah had intelligence, but he didn't have physical might, stamina, and skill to handle the frontline pressure. So he said, this man, I know how to deal with him. As good as he is with intelligence, he's not strong and doesn't have the ability to be at the front line. So send him to the front line, move the troops back, and he will die. So be careful of others. They might not be strong like you, but they are very wise. Very wise.